The Western Conference Finals have come to Game 6. It's next on EA Sports. From Scotiabank Arena in downtown Toronto. Tonight, the Toronto Raptors getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. Hi, everyone. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, we look at the Raptors coming into play. They're in the driver's seat, leading 3-2 with a chance to close things out here at home.
And Ed, it just feels like them being at home in their own building, they know. This is the night they need to take care of business. This is their best shot. They don't want to face a Game 7 on the road. So I think it has to happen tonight, if it happens at all.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Lowry into the front court. Just underway in a possible elimination game. Game number 6. From long range, his first effort off the mark. To James. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Veteran move right there.
It still blows my mind that this young man is 16 years in the NBA, has not had one bad injury, but more importantly, it's about the respect of the game. That's what LeBron James brings to the table when you think about basketball. You respect the game, you get the benefits.
Los Angeles, they have it. All right, Ibaka up to block the shot.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Ibaka to Lowry. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Slams it down.
Okay, that time it was effective, but a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
James to Ball. That's blocked.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Kuzma. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Kuzma to James.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And Kyle Lowry still able to get it to go down after the closeout.
Look, no one was more disappointed in how the 18 season ended than Kyle Lowry. I'm sure he's been playing those games over and over in his mind like a bad nightmare. I would be shocked if we don't see a bigger edge and a bigger chip on his shoulder. Because the reality is, they need to start finding some answers in the 6, and quick.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Lowry to Leonard. Oh, he had him there for a second. Leonard to Danny Green. Nothing going here on that drive. The drive right to the basket. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. That pass taken away by Toronto. Lowry to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Lonzo controls the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Rondo to the basket, but he can't finish.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Unable to connect on the free throw. To Stevenson. Good. Off a spin.
I wonder who we're going to see tonight. Playoff Rondo or that other guy? Because when he's on top of his game, there is no one better in terms of IQ and also vision. Unless the offense isn't clicking, expect to see him breaking down the D and ensuring everyone gets fed.
Rondo with the basketball. They trail by 7. And too much contact.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Here's a chance from long range. Buries the trifecta.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
LeBron into the front court. They find themselves down 10. JaVale McGee to Caldwell Pope. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Nothing going here on that drive. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. To Caldwell Pope. Stevenson. short jumper won't go down.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
He made his first effort, but not that time. Caldwell Pope to Stevenson. Got to the rim, but couldn't finish. To Leonard. And stuffs it home. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Fred VanVleet to Valanciunas. In the slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Caldwell Pope. Oh, had him going there for a second. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. And finishes strong. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
And draws the foul.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Over to the right side. Here comes the screen. James. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
To VanVleet. Shot from the lane won't go. Ibaka. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Taken by the Raptors. Deep three at the buzzer. And a three-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. One quarter in the books here in Game 6. Jay and I are back after this. It's the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. Lowry into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Monroe. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Ball. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lowry has the basketball. Well done, Kyle Lowry. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Ball with the basketball. His guys down big. To Caldwell Pope. That pass taken away by Toronto.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And count the basket.
Lowry's been an all-star 4 straight years, but I got a real question. Who is Kyle Lowry? Right now, it seems like a serviceable guard. In order for Kyle Lowry to be the guy that Kyle Lowry knows he can be, it's time to take that game to another level, my man.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Cashes in for 2.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. missed it. To Monroe. The big guy, Greg Monroe. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for your... you essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Stevenson. Oh, he had him there for a second. Stevenson. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
To Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Danny Green.
Play some D, play some D. Here we go, my ball, my ball.
Nothing going here on that drive. Danny Green to Monroe. Short jumper off the mark. To Stevenson. And Jay, they call the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
New blood coming in for both sides. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Can't connect on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Lowry with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Fires the three, cleaning the offensive glass. So Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry. Good offense, beating good defense.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. And he's going to the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to end a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Lowry. Valanciunas. Lowry? Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. He'll run the offense. To Leonard. Has a look. Pulls up for two.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LBJ with it. To Stevenson. Ball. 4-3. He'll take that any day.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wild.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
James. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Way to hit, way to hit.
To Ibaka. Short jumper stays out.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Danny Green to Lowry. Beyond the arc for three. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Goes to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. To Lowry. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Kuzma. To James. Trying to cash in. LeBron James. 4 out of 7.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
James to Ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's got it for 3.
Okay, I see you throwing the ball like a quarterback in the pocket for the touchdown.
To Lowry. Valanciunas. To Ibaka. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Can't connect from in close.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Lonzo with it. Under a minute to go before halftime. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. They're going to make some changes with some Luke personnel on the floor. Ball with it up top. Down a bundle. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Ball. That pass taken away by Toronto. To Valanciunas. Lowry. Leonard. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Ibaka to Lowry. Leonard. Tough shot. He hits.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim.
Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish. And the first half has come to an end. So, Game 6 now at the break. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Rejected by McGee.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot. Oh, he sent that one. Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Leonard to Lowry from long range. It's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never hurt anybody, Jay. Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Danny Green. From the painted area, won't go down.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
jumper's good.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
To Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
James to Stevenson. James drains it.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Fires the three. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. James shakes free and hits.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Ibaka. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Ball to James. Good look that time, but off the mark. Leonard. Great defense, forcing the miss. JaVale McGee to Stevenson. Ibaka up to block the shot.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Leonard. Add 2 points to the board.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Ibaka for three. Steps out and hits.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Lakers at the controls right now. LeBron James. Wide open look, won't go. Oh, can't do that.
A simple touch foul.
Time to shuffle things up. Danny Green to Ibaka. Fires the three. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Oh, whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Time for some new personnel into the game. James. Off the assist.
The okey-doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
James. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Lakers ball. Nice pass to set things up. McGee powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
That's blocked by Kawhi.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Lowry into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Knocked loose. Stevenson. And look out. He's been a one-man show. But, Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Leonard to Van Vliet. Here comes the screen. Down to 5 on the 24. Lowry. He was all over him. Here's Rondo with it. His guys down big. To Caldwell Pope. To the outside. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Fred VanVleet. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
The shot rejected by James. That misses with a second to go. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. It's been all Raptors. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Shot from the lane won't go. Danny Green goes to the left side. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Turnover gives them the possession. Caldwell Pope. Off the iron. No good. Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. 5 seconds to shoot. 4-3. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Lance Stevenson with the dunk.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Toronto has the basketball to Danny Green. Has a look. Pulls up for 2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Oh, you can sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Danny Green to Van Vliet. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Five to shoot for Toronto. Beyond the arc for three. That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Fred Van Vliet to Leonard. The jumper's off the mark. To James. Slam dunk. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
He shoots. Oh, off the mark. The follow won't go either. Danny Green to Valanciunas. Trying to cash in, and he drains it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Lowry into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Danny Green to Lowry. Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. Stevenson. No good. Lets it fly from long range. Won't go down. Raptors come away with it. Baseline drive. He was hacked. They let it go. To Stevenson. Valanciunas with the denial.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Can't connect. Ibaka to Leonard. Oh, a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Danny Green. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Ball and drains it.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Throws it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
That'll get out off the Raptors, so it stays with the LA Lakers. James. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. Here's Leonard for two. Off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Toronto with the basketball. The pass taken away. And counted at the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Lowry with it. He'll run the offense. Down low for Leonard. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient, and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Looking to make something happen, and they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
First try, no good. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Stevenson. Oh, blocked by Green. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Raptors with the victory. They are champions of the Western Conference. They're on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night. One game for the right to go to the NBA Finals. It is Game 7, and it's the Western Conference Finals. Opening tip taken in by the Raptors, and we're underway in Toronto. Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And then you think about them losing in the first round. After they lost the first game, it was essentially over, to firing their head coach, to losing their best player. And here we are. This team still having a chance to win the Eastern Conference again.
Pascal Siakam. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Smith with the basketball. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Simmons driving, but his shot no good.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
And too much contact.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Danny Green. Now a steal by Philly. To Redick. Slam dunk.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Embiid. To Redick. 4-3. That's playing with fire. J.J. Redick wide open. Good luck.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not. And he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Lowry into the front court. They're down 3. Leonard knocked loose. Sixers have it. Redick. J.J. Redick. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Smith into the front court. Up 5. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Taking advantage of the turnover. Simmons to Butler. Beyond the arc for three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
To Simmons. Oh, emphatic slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
New blood coming in for both sides. To Ibaka. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Butler. Shot from the lane won't go. To Danny Green. No good and no foul. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Off the mark. Markelle Fultz to Embiid. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Can't convert the free throw. To Danny Green. Oh, he's...
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. From long range. Van Vliet denied. Have to like the defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
That'll get out off the Raptors. Time to shuffle things up. Fultz with the basketball. Just under a minute to go in a very one-sided first quarter of play. Danny Green to Ibaka. Off the assist.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
Fultz to McConnell. The jumper's off the mark. To Ibaka. Danny Green, tough matchup against Butler. Fires the three. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Doesn't get the bounce. The follow won't go either.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Good sign that time, Jay, as they get one to go down. But now let's see if they can get a stop on the other end.
If you're looking at this game like you're looking at your week, it's the first quarter, which means that it's Monday. It's early. Just because you had a bad Monday doesn't mean you can't have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Were you the kind of person who always had that case of the Mondays?
No, it's always Friday, my friend.
That's the way to do it. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Baseline drive to Embiid. Joel Embiid, 3 for 3 in this first half.
Joel Embiid looking to take his game to a completely different level after working out with one of the best trainers in the league this offseason. An all-star for the first time last year, averaging 23 points. Safe to say, no longer trust the process. Joel Embiid is the process.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Zaire Smith at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Second to three, got it. 3 for 3, nice. Got it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Surveys the floor, leaving no doubt, slams it down.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
To Embiid. Butler. Won't go. To Van Vliet. Kawhi Leonard. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. You need to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Monroe. Big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Raptors come away with it. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Sixers have the basketball. Butler. To McConnell. Fires the three. Like the confidence. Tough shot there from McConnell. And look out. Big finish at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
The big guy, Greg Monroe. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Shot won't go. Butler into the front court. They trail by 1. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
You know, Jimmy Buckets really has an inspiring story. From being homeless at the age of 13 before moving in with a friend, reads like a basketball version of The Blind Side. That grit has become the fabric of his DNA. From Tyler Junior College to Marquette to the 30th pick in the first round. Are you kidding me? To where he is now, Jimmy Buckets has had to earn every inch that this game has given him.
Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Greg Monroe. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Butler buries it on the catch and shoot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, He always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Danny Green. Leonard. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Well, I see you've been working out, huh?
Kyle Lowry with the rock to Valanciunas. For three. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Simmons to Embiid. From the outside, no good. Butler had made his first couple, but he misses there. Gets it in the right corner. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks down the three.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Leonard, textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Lowry to Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
The pass taken away.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
Can't miss those. Lowry. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Cruises inside for 2.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Leonard. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Lowry. He has yet to hit one tonight. No good. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Lowry to Leonard. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Slam slams it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Lowry with it. Down a bundle. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
The follow won't go either. To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range, and Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Kawhi Leonard sizing up Butler. 4-3. No good. That's great defense. McConnell to Butler.
Defense, let's go.
From the painted area, won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
To Redick. They go down low to Simmons. And finishes strong.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Butler to bring it up. His guys holding the big lead. It goes down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball... Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Changes coming from both sides right now. Butler knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Leonard. Deep two there. Won't go. That pass taken away by Toronto. That's the end of the third quarter. And a great start for the 76ers. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Runner here won't go. Smith with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good for three.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Leonard, great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Leonard. Well defended. Here's Simmons with it up top. He'll run the offense. And a nice finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Simmons, now a steal as the Raptors have it. Five to shoot for Toronto. Simmons with the denial. Shot clock violation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. McConnell. Deep right corner. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Oh, big finish. Full head of steam that time.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a proud city.
To Danny Green. Short jumper off the mark. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
That'll get out off the Raptors. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out. To Van Vliet. Has a look. Green with a shot, no good. The follow won't go either. Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. McConnell. Redick had made his first three, but that shot off the mark. Embiid to Simmons. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Lowry. Not that time. Embiid to Redick. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Gets it at the top of the key. To Redick. That pass taken away by Toronto. Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
McConnell. They go down low to Simmons. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Lowry. That's how you defend. Screen coming. Redick. Oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Lowry. Rebound cleared by Philly. McConnell. Passed it off. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Down to Chandler, to McConnell. From long range, offensive rebound, and a putback slam.
Oof. Really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
8 seconds. It's going the other way. Deep three at the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious. They are champions of the Western Conference. They're on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams.